No, it's like place no man no my.
That's Romanian.
Oh,
I really like the song musically. I like how it's produced.
I feel like you like the song
I
visually.
think you like the banana milkshake. It's probably hard to sit like that, right? The moon is so sharp.
And Prince was pretty much the only one who did not show any support for the protesters.
Wow, what
So,
a conspiracy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Eurovision is My Religion, your weekly dose of Eurovision conspiracies and controversies. I have my three beloved friends and myself to review today's four
You are
selection.
also your friend.
Also beloved, honestly, after the treatment
Loved
we
and
get.
hated at the same time.
Okay.
But still friends, though, and colleagues, clearly now. To review here four Eurovision entries that came out at various times throughout the season, because it's quite busy at the moment.
We have quite a backlog.
Yes, quite a backlog. So today we will be discussing four songs. We will be looking at Australia, Serbia, Sweden, and Germany. And there's going to be at least one controversy or even more in these four songs. So I'm looking forward to unpacking it all. Before we start, actually, there is quite an important controversy that came out last week already. And that is Malta not being able to use the word Kant or Kant, the way she pronounces it in the video.
The way she pronounces it.
Or how people may pronounce it. Which means, obviously, in Maltese, singing. And the whole song was technically about her singing. And somebody suspiciously protested that and demanded removal of a word from both the title and the whole song. So
Who was it?
Guess who could have been?
We don't know.
We don't know. It's not confirmed.
Pope Francis.
I think he's busy with other stuff at the moment. But
Not watching Eurovision national selections.
complaining.
You never know.
But it's an interesting thing because EBU already allowed the word to be used. And now they had like a 1 week, so 10th of March, I think is today literally, is the final submission week.
14th maybe. Because
I think it is today.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I checked it before.
Is it? 14th is by when they have to release all the songs.
Cool.
Is it?
But
And
then
by the way,
probably submit to EBU.
by today we mean 10th of March.
Yes, so you know our filming schedule now. But and that's not a lot of time. Basically, we informed them a week before. Obviously, they could tell maybe.
Yeah.
So, what do you think? The right decision? The wrong decision? Who's to blame?
We all know who's to blame, and
Well, BBC is saying it's not them.
Of course, we say it's not them.
who is it?
But probably
Which language is the most? This is the most
technically
offensive.
It's not BBC. It's
All
Ofcom.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do a preemptive complaint? That means to Ofcom.
Yeah. For those who don't know and are not from the UK, Ofcom is this regulator body that is overseeing. Are they overseeing just the national broadcaster or all the?
I think generally
TVs?
media.
Just generally overseeing media for any inappropriateness. And people, if they find something inappropriate on the media, can send complaints to Ofcom, and then Ofcom investigates and fines people.
What do you think is the main demographic of people who complain to Ofcom? I feel like it's ages 70 and above.
Yeah, I don't know who can find time to complain to Ofcom.
I don't know.
I mean, it depends actually. Do they submit online complaints or is it written letters? And that would tell a lot.
Yeah. No, I really feel for her because if EBU said straight away, no, you cannot do that.
Exactly.
Okay, fair enough. I have time to make adjustments. But like to say it's okay and then backtrack on such a
That
short
is
notice.
really, really bad.
Short notice, and also I don't know what message it sends to like generally kind of countries using their own national languages. Of course, she was playing on that word, and I don't know, serving singing, at least in English, doesn't make a lot of sense, but So I don't know if it makes sense in Maltese. But what message does it send? Oh, you cannot use your own language if it sounds like
Offensive
in some other language. I'm like,
exactly.
where do you draw the
Why
line,
just
right?
English? What about any other European language? There probably are
What
so
an
many
interesting moral
coincidences.
dilemma.
Yeah. So I feel like you either don't regulate that part unless it's kind of very, like, unless it's offensive in kind of their own language, right? Or if you end up
Also,
over-regulating.
it's not like a protected characteristic anywhere, like being a cunt. Sorry. They need to take this out.
But having a cunt, on the other hand, is protected characteristic.
Yeah, but it's we are not talking about like sensitivities where, you would have legit sort of hate speech and stuff like that.
It's
It's
just a
saying
word,
that
right? Yeah.
So, like, should you? And even if whether you agree with why they removed it, process-wise as well. It's just it's a process. Ultimately, it's like a contest, and now you screwed up a country.
Yeah. So
and
what? Yeah, sorry.
I just wanted to say I was the prude last episode when we were discussing this, and
No, you just hated her personality, so it's completely different.
I said that too, but I think in this case it's also it is a funny play on words in this situation, and serving, it's also a phrase, serving cunt, right? Like you said, like Gen Z. So it's a kind of funny, I respect the effort, and I think it probably was a bit harsh.
Yeah.
So what should she do now? And what do you think
what is she gonna do?
I think she already announced what she's doing.
She's doing?
I don't know. What
Serving dick.
Exactly. Nobody had a problem.
Really?
I would imagine if you said the word dick, nobody would have a problem.
Oh gosh, misogyny. So I wanted to speculate what she's gonna do, but
We can speculate if you want, and I'll give you the answer.
What she's serving? What she's serving?
As per usual, Katrina's question is not really a question to you. It's
a
she will
rhetorical
answer
one.
herself. But,
Katrina, what's she gonna do?
No, I wanted to ask you, but apparently it's already known.
I think I don't know if it's confirmed or if it was speculations, or maybe she shared it as part of the interview. But so instead of using the word for singing, she's gonna use her I don't know if it's her surname or her stage name, which is Conte.
Oh, her last name. Okay.
Yeah, and in terms of the lyrics in the chorus, they're going to remove the word cunt and not replace it with anything. So what you'll have is all the audience shouting
Of course,
cunt.
very clever. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So it was the same with Latvia and eating pussy.
Yeah.
We're just going with all the swear words.
Yeah.
But
So and the title of the song is gonna be Conte.
I think so. I don't know I don't know exactly, but
serving.
or just serving maybe.
Yeah.
But
That's not too much of a deviation. You can.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're
she's not replacing the
serving
song. She's not changing it.
cunt,
No,
It's
of course
just
not. Yeah, it's just one word.
Very smart way to go around it.
Yeah.
And ultimately, I mean, they will use technology, obviously, to
mute the public.
mute the public, the audience. But if there are kids in the arena, they will hear what we hear.
Honestly, there are worse things.
Worse things.
I saw some slight speculations that maybe Erika might be asked to change her song as well.
Why?
Which is so like, where do you stop exactly? Like, I'm coming. Like, unless you have a dirty mind, which we do, like, it doesn't actually mean like a dirty thing.
What
Like,
society do we live? You're not allowed to say that you are having.
Stop lobbying and woke BS. Stop
okay,
it.
don't blame woke people for this. I don't think it's woke people
what is
that
it?
are complaining.
Who is bad?
Yeah. No,
So, but I don't think it's going ahead. I think it was just kind of comments that I saw on Reddit.
Yeah,
that,
What's next?
She might be.
yes, interesting. So sad for Malta, but well done on going around it. And well, good luck to the song, obviously. These changes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good luck.
BBC.
What did you say?
You can cut this part.
Okay, no, that's fine. We'll keep it.
Beep on the cursors.
Continuing an interesting, spicy topics and themes, we are here to react to Australia's song. Yes, very worthy of the 69th Eurovision. as Gojo is singing about his not his milkshake, about a milkshake man, which is, as you can imagine, may or may not be about the actual milkshake man. I will cite you what actually is the song meant to be about. Mm-hmm. It is about the confidence and self-expression, but also about, we'll have to beat this, come. So
what?
I am citing the author.
The artist?
Yes, from his Instagram account video. So.
He made us like a very. Did you see this chart? You saw it, but maybe you didn't see it, August. So it's like a 2-minute reel or a video where he's like, "Oh, guys, so it's 4 a.m. in the morning. But I see so many comments from you asking what my song is about.
Oh, that's funny.
What do these lyrics mean?" And then he goes on a tangent, like for 2 minutes, explaining the deep meanings of the lyrics.
And I bet at the end he just says, "Oh, it's also about."
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's funny. I like him. He's so funny.
The thing with that video is that I didn't wait till the end.
Really?
He just started talking about confidence and this and that. I'm like, yeah, whatever. It's about confidence.
Yep. So as confirmed by him, this is what the song is about. And let's watch it.
Special cup.
What do you think he means by special cup?
Special cup.
Oh, and these kind of moves, what do they?
And why is that van shaking so much?
They're making milkshake. It's the blender. Like
It's
really
the Ninja
powerful
blender. Ninja blender is really actually powerful. So
I like the line, "They drink my milk all across the land."
It's apparently supposed to be about his music being listened to.
Okay.
Expression.
Yeah, expression all across the land.
I mean, but look at him. I think he's using more protein shakes than
lots of protein.
This is my role, okay? To drool over man. This is what I do.
He is quite a good-looking man. I mean,
how old is he before we?
29.
Okay.
I like the creepy undertones in this song. It's like
if he can
there's
sing
something
like
dark.
this on the stage as well, it would be really good because that voice really suits the song.
I really like the deep voice.
Deep voice, deep.
Ooh, with the French.
Say sweet, sweet, you say yum, yum, sweet, sweet. Yum, yum. Sweet, sweet. Yum, yum. When I say sweet, sweet, you say yum, yum, sweet, sweet.
Yum, yum. Yum, yum.
I really wonder what he's gonna do on stage.
I like this part, this synthi part.
How immersive will the performance be?
How
How many
immersive.
milkshakes will be tasted?
Will it be Rammstein-like? With some projectiles?
Imagine if he played one after another Finland and
Oh, no, it'd be too much, right?
Impossible. They couldn't.
Everybody in the arena orgasms.
Yeah, that's too much sexual charge.
He and Erika should make some sort of collab.
Some sort of,
They should make love.
some sort of love. Some passionate, heated love.
Anyway,
Oh, right.
so this the song about self-expression. How does everybody feel about the song?
I feel like he expressed himself with his liquids and his liquids. Preferences for liquids.
Okay.
I think it's funny. I think it's good. I think there's a line that says, shake is not a drink, it's a state of mind. It's a secret superpower you were born to find, which I thought was hilarious at first. But you can interpret it in some serious way that it's like, he's talking about this metaphorical expression or like daring to like seek after something outside of your box or a milkshake. But it's also milkshake. So it does work in two ways.
Yeah, exactly how he explained.
Yeah.
I really like the song musically. I like how it's produced.
I feel like you like the song
I
visually.
think you like the banana milkshake.
It's the idea behind the song, the visual, visuals, music.
She's gonna.
Okay, I like it visual as well. He's a very charismatic performer. He's nice to look at. He's so confident in himself and in his own skin, how he moves. I hope he translates that on the stage. But I really don't want the song to become a pure joke entry. So I'm hoping that on the stage he's just not just shooting
What are
white
you
liquid all
expecting
around.
then?
Because it's such a
good song.
It's a good song, yeah.
good song. Like it's musically so well done. So I really don't want people just to write it off as a complete joke, like Windows 95 Man type of song, you know? Because so I hope he manages to balance between being very cheeky, but also being appreciated for being a great performer, charismatic performer, great voice, great charisma, and just a great song.
Has anybody seen him performing on stage? So is
Just that
there
one little
a
snippet,
studio
but
sound,
not
the
a
song?
full.
No.
or generally
I
speaking?
saw some shot where he was singing from like film from the back on the stage, and he sounded good, but I don't know if that was recorded or not.
It was live. I saw
It
the
wasn't?
same video. I don't think it was, because it was in the club as well, right?
I
Like
don't know,
that's-
some sort of audience and him on the stage.
And it didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
From what I remember, it didn't sound
Okay.
well.
But he's like, obviously, first and foremost, he's a TikTok sensation and super viral and popular on social media. But he's fairly established as a musician as well. He's been touring in Australia and Europe, been like a warm-up act for some of the bigger names. So, he's not a newbie to the music scene.
Yeah, but it's just, I think performing on Eurovision stage takes a slightly different toll. And we've seen like performances there. Studio sound is great, and technically the artist has been performing, with big names, performing on tours, and just doesn't deliver as well on the stage.
May Muller.
I was just thinking May Muller.
That's exactly what I was thinking as well. But
I hope that's not the case, though.
so that's my only worry, because the song is good. The staging will be interesting. So, and there's quite a few songs like that. Like the staging is going to be about. It's a funny song. It doesn't always have to be a joke song, but it's a funny song for sure. And the staging and how you deliver it will really, really make it break it, especially since it's so competitive with other funny songs this year.
Yeah, but I think, Katrina, your point is really good. And I think there's elements in his song that, like the darkness and the seriousness and the mysteriousness that he somehow has to convey on the stage. So it's not just a joke.
Be a dark bedroom or something.
Yes, something weird.
Dark van.
Yeah, van.
Anyway, also when I first listened to the song and the French part, I was like, that's so random. Why have you inserted a sentence?
Because it's
French?
sexy.
It is sexy, but also he's half French.
Okay.
So his dad is French, was born in
Not
France.
random.
So
That's nice.
he grew up being exposed to a lot of French culture, and he really
Interesting choice of words.
Exposed.
What else was he exposed to?
French bodies.
Given this song.
So he wanted to showcase that part of who he is as well.
Do we know what the French lyrics mean? Like,
Yeah, it means, hello, mister, do you have some milk for me?
okay.
Okay, so what do you think? They will qualify to the final? I think.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%. Which semifinal are they in?
It's not going to be easy. So let me just open it up. I believe it's in the same semifinal with
Finland?
Finland. Because
and Malta.
that's what I was trying to.
But
Really?
in a different half.
Ah,
Oh my god, that semifinal is just gonna be
explosion.
hot. HOT.
Yeah.
SEXY.
Could they put them to open the show?
I know, but the viewers, you remember, the rule is the viewers are too young at the
Also,
start of the
depends on
show.
depends on the staging, but maybe you
Depends on the
can't
staging.
show
But
it.
isn't in a way his song good for children?
Depends on the staging.
Because it's milkshakes.
Depends
And
on
they're
the
gonna
staging.
Depends on the staging. Yeah.
If it's
If there's a cannon
They're gonna
shooting
put Ireland. They're
milkshakes,
gonna put Ireland.
depends on the shape of the cannon.
Yes, depends on how many cannons, how many
The
shootings
shape
there
of the
are.
cannon. If it's just a milkshake looking cannon, or whether
I don't think he will open. I think it's too risky.
No, he will not open.
Yeah. But definitely, well, I think qualifying just because, well, charismatic artist, unless obviously that cannot perform on stage.
Yeah.
So, pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, he is qualifying. And just like looking at there aren't that many men in this semi-final.
How come? Because all the songs are by men recently. So
no, I think he's like so charged that you don't need any more men around him, or something.
Am I just?
What are you looking at? I see Austria. I see Armenia.
It's 2 out of 20.
Three in the first
and Serbia in total, but more women overall. But Serbia.
What exactly
Austria,
are we thinking here? Men versus women votes or something?
Yeah, I mean,
standing out.
Has Georgia released a song?
Not yet. Not.
Okay.
Yeah, standing out. I think he will stand out as a fun male act of the semi-final.
Lithuania is man. Czechia is a man. I feel like
Lithuania technically is abandoned, has a female as well, but yes,
75% men.
I think he will stand out as a fun male act, though.
Yeah, I don't think Lithuanian male is fun.
Yeah, Czechia is not fun. Austria is not fun.
Yeah, they're not competing for the same votes in Lithuania.
No. So I think they'll qualify, and then I would be surprised if they are very high at the end of the final, just because it's a risky game. Loads of fun songs will split some of the vote.
Yeah,
so I think mid-table in the final could be achievable if done very well.
So there was a discussion that I saw on Reddit, which I found very interesting, and it was about the kind of the competition for the televote in the final. How a lot of the performers seem to be going for the televote.
Not much jury
votes, and that's the winner may be decided by the jury. Because it's so like they're gonna split the votes across like so many performers. And I think out of the ones that we've seen, Australia may suffer because I don't know, they may be in comparison not as captivating as like some of the other performers. Because I think it's a quality act, but I don't know, like if you had to vote between like Erica and Australia.
I would vote Australia.
For the singing part, you mean, or
no,
as a jury?
Yeah, as a jury.
Not as a jury, generally, right?
Yeah, but you said before the jury could decide, right?
Yeah, the juries will go for Austria and these kind of countries.
But I'm just saying, as a televoter, like you'll have to choose like whether you like Australia, whether you like Finland, like, and some people might have other preferences. Not.
I think it will split. Yeah, that's a risk for any of the more fun songs.
But his hair.
Very good.
And the
good hair,
mustache. 70s.
Mustache, yeah.
No, I thought that's your type because you seem to be like. Previously, you were like into blonde, tall Scandinavian men. This is kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah, but her current Scandinavian man is not very Scandinavian.
My current man is not Scandinavian at all.
Okay, so with that, let's move on. So next on our list is Serbia. And Serbia had a lovely final where 16, entrants participated. It had 50% jury and public vote split.
Very fair.
Very fair. However, the winning song won neither jury nor public vote. And they are going into...
Like you'll have to explain this to me.
What sort of mathematics?
Because of the numbers happening, basically a prince with the song Mila.
A prince?
He's a real
No, he's a real prince, but his name or stage name is Prince, and his song is Mila, and he is going to Eurovision stage, which is a first controversy, I suppose. But I'm pretty sure there are more controversies. Anybody heard anything else interesting that happened? Or why?
I think we should talk about the political context more generally. In the backdrop of this national selection happening, right? It's fairly important because it's been political turmoil in Serbia since November. I actually a few days ago watched this excellent video by Ask Gabe. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Shout out to Ask Gabe.
He probably doesn't
Please share our video as well.
Fantastic overview, a fantastic video about Serbia and the political context and how that influenced whatever happened on the night. But long story short, so there are loads of protests. Protest has been happening for months and months, and at the moment Serbian students are at the forefront on this protest, organizing a lot of rallies and so on and so forth. And for the past month or so they have been asking the participants to withdraw from the national selection. Why? It's because the organizer of the national selection, the national broadcaster, is obviously entrenched with the government, influenced by the government, is basically a mouthpiece for the government, so very low approval rates at the moment for them.
Can I just ask, the protest, what are they in relation to?
Government corruption, general dissatisfaction from about the government. They were triggered by this terrible train accident that happened in November.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
And the train accident happened because some renovation was not done appropriately. And, budget was cut or stolen. So there was not enough funds to do the renovation for that train bridge or something appropriately. It collapsed. People died. It's very, very sad.
Primarily domestic issues rather than kind of anything international, foreign policy.
Obviously, that's probably part of it. As part of general dissatisfaction about the government, but that's what triggered it. So the protesters have been asking participants to withdraw from participating in the final to start with. However, a lot of them already committed to participating even before the protest started, and withdrawing they would have faced financial fines if they were to withdraw. And most of them are just normal people not making millions from their music, and they couldn't really face these financial
Really
fines.
feel for them. It's exactly like us not
Just
making
like us.
a penny from our work.
Like, share, and subscribe.
We're fine. We're fine. Don't worry.
However, a lot of the interval acts, pretty much all of the interval acts have withdrawn. So Constructor, Look Black was supposed to participate. They have withdrawn. There were just some videos of their past performances shown without their consent. So Look Black was very, very angry about that.
Oopsie.
Then a lot of the participants, even though they took part in the competition, they expressed their support for the protesters in one way or another. So a sign, the protesters paint their palms red. That's like a sign of the protesters. So a lot of the participants also painted their palms red, or they had red balloons that they popped, or something red to show that, we are not vocally talking about it, but please know we are supporting you. And Prince was pretty much the only one who did not show any support for the protesters.
Wow, what
So
a conspiracy.
Another conspiracy is that, that was part of the reason. Maybe, even though it's not like all the jury votes, as you said, didn't go to him, and he didn't vote the jury votes, but maybe there was some manipulation behind the scenes that helped him to win the whole thing at the end of it.
Wow,
So-
okay.
Wow.
Let's have a look if the risk was worth taking with Serbia's song, with Prince and Mila. Oh,
Red Rose.
Maybe the Red Rose is his protest.
This is DreamWorks opening.
Uh-huh.
Disney Prince.
It is, right? On the moon?
There is a little human on the moon, right?
Shrek.
I literally wrote Balkan Disney Prince. So.
Wait, this guy? Oh, it's this guy. This guy won.
yeah. That's why we're reacting to this video.
I understand now.
Now I follow.
Being suspended from the ceiling is the theme of the year.
Yes, that's true.
It's probably hard to sit like that, right? The moon is so sharp.
It would be hard to sit on the moon.
Yeah.
It does look like a sharp cutout, in all fairness.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, now he's walking on the moon.
So nobody's gonna comment on his biceps? Like, are we all just gonna leave it out?
I'm waiting. That is your role to comment on the biceps.
Some guns on him. Oh yeah, I just realized. Yeah, he's walking on the moon now, and the rose. Maybe it's supposed to be the
Maybe it's pro-American.
or the rose at the beginning and the moon. Maybe he's the little prince, and he's called Prince.
Oh, wow. Oh, my.
I don't know.
Maybe. It's
The
more.
rose and the moon.
I mean,
Also-
he's not very little, so like. He was like,
Apparently, he's like 160.
Coming back to those guns.
what?
He doesn't-
160?
That's why he's working so much on the muscles. I saw it as a Reddit comment. Maybe it's a joke.
We fact checked his height.
I tried, but I couldn't find it. But overall, his looks don't really fit with the song.
Not really. Yeah, I was gonna say the falsetto doesn't go with the biceps.
I presume Mila is this lady.
Mila?
The acrobat.
Oh,
Mila
look at
just
that.
means my dear or dear.
Ah. Oh, spinning, spinning.
I mean, this person, how did they not throw up?
Yeah, it's impressive.
Acrobats can do this.
But like, they'll continue spinning. Like,
They
they
can
just
do it.
spin in the background. You don't see it, but they spin.
And what we are representing with a spinning like
Yeah, it's a bit too much going on. But I like his voice dice though.
Oh, look. Like, see, more
Yeah, whoa,
spinning,
whoa,
more
whoa.
spinning.
Never seen acrobats
No.
do this?
I mean, yeah, his voice is great. His hair is great as well.
But
Yeah, the hair, like,
The hair
But
is
all
kind
the
of
song,
product is using?
we were just looking at his biceps a little bit and his hair, and a bit distracted
A bit
by everything.
distracting. Yeah, I think there's too much going on. That's exactly it. And
you say too much. I was just looking at one part of his body. So what was going on?
yeah,
What's too much?
He needs to strip everything down. Whatever.
Okay, Katrina.
Your word choices today very deliberate. Feels very deliberate.
Strip it
just
to the
watched
basics.
Australia now. We're like strip.
You just need to
Just strip.
just strip it. Strip it, stop it.
What I wanted to say, maybe don't strip yourself. Do the opposite of that. Cover up. Because you are distracting.
No.
So that people could get, more focused on the song.
Yeah, but the song is a little bit boring. I'm sorry to say, Serbia.
I mean, the song is, I don't know, not my taste.
Not your special cup of tea.
Yeah. It just feels like
Not your
it's
milkshake.
not my not my milkshake. Just feels like a blah, like a
Blah, yeah.
Balkan ballads kind of. I don't know. Every year there's 1 or 2 or 5. What's special about him other than his guns and his hair and the acrobat, which I've never seen before? Like crazy stuff the acrobat is doing.
Every year we have ballads from the Balkans.
Okay,
I agree with that. So this year we
Okay.
have not one, like we have Montenegro is
We don't
also
have a lot of
a
ballads
ballad
this year.
from the Balkans. But I think this is also a Balkan ballad. And I don't think we have a Balkan ballad.
can we add that? We were like super confused.
There are just ballads.
Yes.
But there are like ballads that have these specific Balkan-y sounds. And I think this one has them. And we haven't had many of those. It has been a while since we had a proper Balkan ballad. And I like it. I don't think it's a very good one, but I like a Balkan ballad.
Okay.
Like, yeah, ever
And
since.
you will continue liking it even if he covers up his biceps, right?
I
like,
think
just to
so.
clarify.
Yeah, I
little
have
bit
a sweet
less,
spot for a Balkany ballad. Like ever since 2006, Hari Mata Hari with what was the song that
Matahari?
Hara Mata Hari 2006.
Oh, Mama
Bosnia.
Matahari.
No, not that song.
Bosnia and Herzegovina. Leila was their song. I really like.
There was Ramon Da as well. Was that the Balkan ballad? Does
you
it
like
count?
it?
It's a
Molotov
ballad
as
from the
well.
Balkans.
Oh,
It's
that's
not a Balkan
the
ballad,
other
but
category.
Like Molotva would be a
Molotva.
Balkan.
Molotva. That's
Molotva.
exactly.
Yeah, I didn't like.
Oh, yeah, me neither. So.
Fair.
Anyway, what do we think in terms of qualification? Just to remind everybody, Greece and Montenegro, I believe, are in the same semi-final. Although Katrina just explained the difference in terms of the sound.
Balkan
and stuff.
ballad,
Yeah,
Balkan
it's still
from
ballads.
Balkans.
Yeah.
But there are not many ballads, and these are the ballads that are definitely considered ballads in this year's Eurovision.
Yeah, probably not. We can probably skip and move on to the next.
No,
Skip
but
what?
Skip the debate.
Eurovision population skip.
Not a really good question, Simone. We're going to skip it to the next one.
I mean, I think like
What do you think? Really?
no. The
But
thing
in
is that
Serbia,
with
it's the diaspora,
It's
right?
the
Like diaspora like pushes
So I guess
them.
the question is, will diaspora be supporting it this year, given the political climate? Will it be supporting it as much? That's the question.
That is the question that we don't have the answer to because we're not diaspora.
So the question
It's so
will
difficult to
depend
say.
on diaspora vote.
The question will depend on the answer. Will depend on the question.
It's always adding value when needed. Okay, so that is probably our final verdict, unless anybody has.
I think we're saying it's gonna qualify, right? It's just
Wait, what?
Serbia has a very good track record.
Oh, really?
yeah, it's one of the laws.
Yeah,
Is it really?
It's 13 out of 16 participations that qualified, and over the last 6 years they always qualified.
yeah. So very, very,
Very
strong
strong.
track record.
I don't know, but I mean, I'm yawning now. I think the song set me to
You're
sleep.
just not the audience, but there is an audience.
You think so?
Yeah.
This guy?
Literally a
For a
part of the
Balkan
audience.
I'm not gonna vote for it, but I do appreciate it. It's like
You're gonna dream about it.
For me, it's like definitely like a toilet break song.
okay.
Like I've listened to it 3 times. I hope to not listen to it until the semi-final it performs in.
With that in mind, good luck, Serbia. Next on our list is one of the most sought after events in the whole of Eurovision
In
calendar.
the whole of world.
In the whole world. It is Sweden's Melody Festivalen. And after 5 weeks of shows, the 6th and final show appeared last weekend, where Sweden chose their participant for this year's Eurovision. And this year, Sweden will not be represented by Måns. So that's the biggest probably surprise to most of the people. It will be represented by a Finnish-Swedish trio, actually comedy group, called Kai.
Yeah, it stands. It's the 3 initials of their
Oh
names.
yes, that is true.
Yeah, Kevin, Alex, I think, and Jakob.
Okay.
Jakob.
With the song Barabada Bastu, the first Swedish song representing Sweden since 1997.
Wow.
Wow.
So
And
that is crazy.
It's also the second year when Melody Festivalen winners are not Swedish. So well done, guys. We just ran out of musicians in Sweden.
With so many weeks of songs, I can imagine. But yeah, so Måns was second, but he was first with the jury vote. The Kai were not first with the jury vote; they were second with the jury vote, but obviously won public overwhelmingly, I think.
Måns was just first, just 2
Just
points
about,
ahead Kai. And I think that was the big surprise, and that's what he complained about after.
Did he demand a recount of some sort?
He said, I think he was ready to lose the public vote because he saw the traction and the support growing for Kai. But in his very sore loser-ish post-Malfest interviews, he said, I did not expect international juries to support Kai so much. I guess we'll see in May whether they made the right choice.
Is it just international or is it a split between international and Swedish juries?
It's just international jury.
Just international.
Just 50% public, 50% international jury.
Okay. I mean, it's a weird phenomenon where you have juries voting for this kind of song because I guess vocally it's not a very complicated performance. I don't know. Let's take a look, I guess.
Maybe it's a conspiracy that they were scared that Måns will win.
I said the same thing about Tommy Cash, right? Like how can juries vote for that kind of performance, right? But if they do, who am I to judge?
Should we then listen to Barabada Bastu?
Let's listen to it. Let's see it. I've not seen it. Good beginning. I like
Sausages.
it.
We like
Already I
sausages.
like it.
Klockan slår, nu är det dags. All bekymmer försvinner strax.
They're in the forest, doing some sausages. Lumberjacks are out.
They're quite expressive, obviously, as a comedy group, so you can see that. Ooh, the sauna. Very catchy, you have to admit. the forest looks very actually immersive, like when you.
Yeah, it doesn't look like big plastic trees, right?
God forbid that plastic appears. But yes, it's nicely done.
Don't you guys just want to go to sauna now?
I really do.
I love sauna.
Sauna.
Opa!
Hoppa, here it is.
I wish I could afford sauna in the UK, so maybe we went back at home. Oh, the back dancers, those look cool.
So what's unrealistic about this performance is that they are all dressed in the sauna.
Imagine how hot.
Probably part of the comedic element, right? They are in official suits, but doing silly dances.
But even the dancers are like wearing towels. The Finnish way is to go naked.
Yeah. I see. Okay, I see it. True.
Well, what do you think Eurovision will allow complete nakedness? We cannot allow
I mean, that's a traditional sauna experience.
Well, it's Maltese word singing is just it's a word.
Do we know what the song is about?
About sauna.
About going to the sauna because it's gonna heal your body and your mind. And that's the best thing for you.
Okay.
Probably now it's a sauna party, like a Lithuanian sauna party. What's that?
The steam has a different meaning now with the sauna.
Because you didn't know it's about the sauna before.
Yeah, now I realize it. Now that you told me.
You'll have to watch it again with this knowledge.
It changes my complete perspective.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everything
it's
makes
not
sense.
an easy message to grasp. You really need to look up the meaning of the song
Yeah.
to
And when in
understand it.
Finnish they say sauna.
But it's because I don't speak the language, but you
Yeah.
probably...
Yeah, and visually it doesn't really translate that well.
Yeah, there's nothing... I think they should, like we said about another country, they should do something on the stage to bring out the message.
Something more.
Like
what
a party.
It's not enough. It's not enough sauna.
There's nothing about the message.
It's a bit unclear. Yeah.
Yeah, they should make it a little bit more.
Message.
That would elevate the song.
Anyway, so this is a song. I think
That made Måns cry.
It's a song.
This is a song. That's an internet phrase, right? This is a song.
What do you think about the song?
I love it. I
Really?
love the experience of watching it and just nodding and
I guess.
vibing
It just
to.
makes me smile.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, for me it's too ridiculous, but I think I like sauna. Sauna is good. So
you like
that's about it.
You like the message.
I like the message.
I
not the
approve this
song.
message.
I approve it. I like it.
I'm closer probably to August, so I do like the catchiness of a song once you watch it. But I'm quite surprised about the hype and the fact that it stayed, I think, now again in the odds to win the whole Eurovision.
What?
I'm not joking, yeah.
Okay, this is trolls. Sorry.
Imagine any other country, sending the song.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Latvia.
would question the qualifying, not to mention winning.
True.
So I feel like that's
If this was Estonia,
good
no
luck.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm a bit not like pissed off. I'm like, well, that's I feel a bit unfair. And again, also given the fact how many fun songs there are, again, hard to win. Generally speaking, with a fun song this year. So I'm quite surprised about the
book is
staying.
delusional, completely delusional at
Yeah.
the States, which has zero chance to win.
Yeah.
It will qualify to Sweden, obviously.
Exactly,
It
yeah.
will qualify. It will might do okay with televote.
It's memorable.
It's memorable.
Has a
might reach
fun
top
song
10.
ever won the competition?
It's trying.
Cha 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 is maybe the closest to fun.
Yeah.
Okay, number
Verka
2.
Serduchka, number 2 as
Yeah,
well.
so-
Number 2, but
True,
not.
true.
Has anybody ever
It's
won
really,
with a
really
fun
hard.
song?
That's the problem.
Israel. It's time.
That's the
okay,
closest to probably.
okay.
Yeah, but it is difficult. That's the difficulty, and people then complain. The jury still the thing. So no matter how much public supports something like Karia, for example,
Yeah,
the jury still
deserved winner.
But this is not as impactful as Karia. No.
No, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a right. I don't mind it. I'm quite glad that it's not Måns because I don't like the whole concept of coming back and winning again. And we've had
And
that
saying
with
that you're
Loreen.
coming back with a stronger song when it's really not true.
Yeah, I don't think it's a stronger song.
I think the reason it won and the reason why it's doing well in the odds is that people just want change, and this is the change that it's bringing.
Yes.
This is the revolution that Måns was talking about.
That's the irony, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's finally not some like overdeveloped Swedish pop that we hear every year, and every year it's a great song, but like how is it different from the previous year, and so on and so on. This is different.
Even the artist sometimes is the same.
Yeah, this is different. This performance is different. The song is different. The language is different, and that's why.
The only thing the same is that it's not not specifically Swedish people representing Sweden. Very popular these days.
And they're definitely getting 12 points from Finland, for sure, guaranteed.
Obviously.
With a song alone.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's why I like it, and I like the.
Yeah, it's catchy, it's fun, but I completely agree. That's the main reason why I like it as well. That's the revolution we needed from Sweden. It's in Swedish, it's not overproduced, and hopefully it will encourage musicians to bring more originality to Melodifestivalen in the years to come, because like as you said, super overproduced songs that all share the same songwriters. Just really sick of them.
Celebrate their culture.
Celebrate the culture. Yes, finally, not about love and peace and
nobody wants to hear about love again. We want to hear about sauna.
I think what I also was thinking in terms of looking at those interviews by Måns, and then there was some comments made by John Ludwig, is how entitled the Swedish pop artists are. Like, I think Måns was going
Returning Swedish artists.
Måns was going in with like, this is mine to win, right?
100%.
And agree that the jury vote maybe shouldn't have been that close. But like, you can't take things for granted, right? Like, and now saying like, oh, I'm never participating again. John Ludwig also saying, oh, I can't represent Sweden anymore. Maybe I can represent UK or something. I mean, that's like a very low bar. Like,
sore losers.
Yeah,
honestly.
such sore losers. And I just appreciate like that it's something different. It's not your year. I mean, Måns' performance like looked great. I don't know whether it's a better song, but it looked visually great.
Måns' performance, as per usual, really well produced, really nice staging. He can sing well, he can train. Nobody's questioning, but the public voted for this song. That's it.
Yeah.
The people.
The people have spoken.
The people want sauna.
The tribe.
Sauna.
Get us in the sauna.
If anything, you would be more pissed off if jury pushed somebody out, in international jury not to mention, and public voted for Måns. But no. I mean, as much as you don't like what international jury did, the public did vote for the song. So we have to accept that and move on.
Yeah, democracy does. What I'm saying.
Yeah.
Good. So good luck, Kai, and see you at the sauna. Next in line is Germany. Germany had a 2 heats, a semi-final, finally a final. The jury and public voted. It was a bit of an interesting setup in terms of the voting. So they had in the final a first round where jury pre-selected, as for jury alone, 5 favorites to advance then to the second round, where in the second round only public votes basically counted. So you had a situation where jury just
5.
And on
selected
top of
5.
that, in the semifinals also, it's just the jury who chose the people.
So jury
to go to
basically
the final.
manages the whole process up to the second round of the final.
Which other country did this?
Slovenia.
Complained
about it that it's
corruption.
unfair. Yeah.
And the another conspiracy is that no one expected this to happen in the final. This rule was announced last minute.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the conspiracy is because jury wanted to ensure that one of the public favorites just wouldn't win and wouldn't go into the super final.
I've heard that as well.
So they introduced this rule pretty much last minute. Oh, we're gonna choose the final 5 songs for you to, or 3 songs.
Very setup. What's the point of even then showcasing everything before? Just have a 5 songs, 1 selection. That's it. Like what are you showing then before?
It's just overall was such a weird show.
Exactly.
Not sure if you had a chance to watch it, but basically every performer not only sang their own song, but also sang covers of some random songs that have
they
nothing to do with Eurovision.
Sanremo effect. I call it a Sanremo effect.
Yeah.
And But when you do it on the same night, like I feel like for a lot of people that derailed the whole thing, because there were a lot of people that really liked certain covers and ended up voting for certain performers just because they liked the cover that they did, and where they really showcased their voice.
That's so silly.
Even though ultimately they will sing their Eurovision song.
Yeah.
Like not the cover. I mean, I suppose it helps you to showcase maybe some vocal or other abilities in case your main song doesn't work out, but still, it's a really weird setup. So that was the interesting part.
And for the vocal abilities, before semifinals, they also had qualification rounds where people were singing also not their songs, but some songs to showcase their vocal abilities.
They always have to sing some
songs
other
do you have to participate in this process?
It didn't have to be your songs, but it could have been.
Yeah, no, it's very weird.
Anyway, so who won? What was a duo of Abor and Tina, the song Baller. The artists are from Vienna, Austria. They're siblings. The song is from actually debut album, so I would say we're quite new, or at least quite a recent artist. And it's also first song in German since 2007, which is quite a nice thing. But a lot of countries that seem not to be sending their languages this year decided to move on with their native languages.
Yeah, Sweden we just talked about, now Germany, Latvia we talked about previously.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw a stat that this is the biggest proportion of kind of own language songs since
2008.
2008?
Yeah.
I thought it's even further back. I thought it was like since the rule was changed to allow for any language. Because there was the rule in the 90s where you had to sing your own language.
No, it's an excellent year.
But the most exciting thing is obviously the song. So should we do a listen and react? And
Let's listen to it.
Let's do a listen.
Let's do a listen.
Do a listen right now.
Do a listen.
Nice here with the theme of this year.
Is that the
Nice
Reebok
color.
playing? The Reebok playing? No, it's not.
So you're probably gonna disagree with me because you like disagreeing with me, but this is for me Charli XCX vibes.
Is it?
Yeah.
The hair plus the electronic music.
Yeah. I mean, the whole Reddit is talking about it, so I think most of the community agrees with you.
I mean, our Reddit representative wasn't aware, so...
Yeah. I've seen loads of and the looks and everything, sort of this party vibe look.
I mean, she could be more party. She could bring more
She
energy.
didn't want to be, complained by somebody to EBU, so...
Yeah. Although I saw that she was feeling unwell or ill during the final performance. So
I saw this too.
So then that's what sort of a comment is about her, some of her vocal abilities you will notice soon.
Yeah.
And it was that she's not feeling well.
Yeah.
Although this has been very common this Eurovision to comment that people sort of cough it
The
again.
flu season.
Yeah.
March. February. If you can fix the vocals.
Look at Poland, this 1 year.
Yeah. Yeah. She looks lovely. She looks so fresh and natural,
But the jury vibing is the most awkward thing. Yeah, we're cool. They're cool. I
think they're gonna show soon Stefan Raab's closing for some hairs.
Oh, she's great. I mean, it feels authentic in some senses. Yeah. The fact that it's German, it's really cool.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally, Germany. You're sending something that represents you.
Yeah.
Rave.
Rave. It's Berlin.
It feels German.
Yeah.
It sounds German.
Yeah, there's something German about it.
The language probably as well.
Oh, okay. No, it's like flies, no man, no my yay.
That's Romanian.
Oh. Is it Romanian?
Yeah.
What a hit for Romania.
This
Whoa!
so crazy.
I don't remember this.
Why the poor cello?
This part I don't understand. Why?
No need.
Yeah, it seemed a bit mean.
I think she wants to bring him to the party, and he was so...
It's a breakup song.
But you were playing the cello before.
Yeah, so he smashed the cello, so the guy comes to the party. He was sitting down
But you could have just come to the party.
And she didn't really smash it successfully, right?
I mean, she
was sick.
ill.
Oh, okay.
Not
But I
everyone
think
has biceps like Prince, okay? So, yeah.
I think they will remove this smashing part because I think everybody is
It's very weird.
It's a bit hurtful, right?
People who really love music, I really don't appreciate him smashing.
I guess it is a breakup song, and maybe it's her way of showing now I'm expressing this emotion and anger and pain I have within me, and this is I liberate myself, and then I go and party. I don't know.
Maybe
that
break
was the
something
idea.
else. Maybe break his face in like a plate. Smash a plate. Smash a plate.
I mean,
would be
she's not breaking
interesting.
up with him. That's her brother, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but the lyrics is about breakup.
Yeah,
I mean, did you fact check this? Did you confirm it?
yeah. They're siblings.
Yeah,
What, do
they're
you think-
siblings, but you said she's not breaking up with him. That's two separate logical sentences.
Oh,
Let's not go there.
are you? So you're saying that there's a
Sweet
possibility?
No, I think we're saying that we're moving on from this. Let's
Okay.
just
Okay, no, yeah.
consider the song. So, obviously, Germany is the Big Five, however we call them. So they're going to be in the final already. So good, well done on qualifying, and
Congrats.
congrats, good job. So, so obviously they'll be there. But how are we feeling about the song? How are we feeling about its prospects as well?
It feels cool, like what kids would listen to, right? And
How would we know?
I don't know.
Those kids.
I'm saying it feels like I'm making some sort of assumption. I'm not.
I mean, she actually looks cool. Sometimes when you have a
Yeah.
dance track like that on
Yeah.
Eurovision stage, it
it
feels
looks cringe, right?
Somebody obviously brings the
Yeah,
DJ
like,
deck,
yeah,
stands
yeah,
there.
and
It
yeah,
looks
yeah.
weird.
Yes.
Looks not
Cute to
natural. But she
Yeah, even
performing
when
song,
being sick, she feels
it
natural
feels
with
normal.
it.
Like it feels like that's how I expect a person to
Yeah,
perform the song.
vibing.
So I agree with the assessment that she's cool and sounds like what kids would listen to.
Yeah.
I feel like the staging was a mess. I don't know. I don't think she like captured the whole stage. It was a bit like all over the place, and I don't really see any coherence in that staging. And I hope that's something that they can improve by the final, because I really like the song, but I was just like, what's going on half of the time? She's just like,
I feel that they really didn't want to look overproduced to the extent where they just like, yeah, we're just gonna move however we feel like, and it just ended up looking, as you said, messy.
yeah, maybe
But I felt
that.
it cool, messy. Like
But for me, the whole combination,
Club
cello, breaking the cello,
the cello thing,
the
obviously.
guy,
Random dancers in the background.
random dances in the background, the guy just sitting the whole performance and then
Yeah.
just like standing up and like,
well, because the cello apparently was in the way.
I don't know, just
Also,
Yeah.
why the cello? We can't
I didn't-
even hear the cello.
I think
Is
at the
that
start
cello?
there is.
We should.
Yeah,
There
in the
is
very beginning.
a
Yeah.
couple of notes.
so
Yeah.
that's my issue with the
Yeah.
performance. But yeah, agreed
Yeah.
that she looks effortless kind of in her looks.
Yeah. Probably will do better than Germany historically, maybe.
I mean, they did quite well last year.
Oh, did they?
Surprisingly, yeah.
What was it last year?
Isaac, the guy that looked
Always on
Oh.
a
Okay.
You didn't like it, I remember. I didn't mind it. I mean, it was
I just thought it was a very radio song.
it was a very radio song.
Run,
And that's
run,
like
run,
Germany
run.
for the past many years.
Yeah.
I just love that they sung in Germany, something that represents them, just like with Sweden, like the same kind of emotion. I'm just so proud of them.
But this I
breaking from
listen
the
to much more
stereotype.
on my Spotify.
Yeah.
This is
It's a very
radio,
different song,
yeah.
but for the kind of same reasons, I'm very happy for them for breaking from their stereotypes and their patterns and doing something different.
Although Germany has been sending sometimes different,
Yeah.
we've sent Blood and Glitter. and
Lord of
everything.
the
That was
Lost.
great.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah. So it doesn't always work out.
Robbed. And injustice.
Yeah.
Guys, kids show this. No.
No,
Not
this.
kids.
That's I don't
Just
know these
money.
kids.
So.
Is that what you see when you hang out by the schools, looking at the school children?
No, it's Korean.
What
Korean.
Koreans do this? Anyway,
Anyway.
that's for a different podcast that
Okay.
we don't have yet.
Okay.
Anyway, what about the prospects though? So obviously we have feelings about the song and the staging.
Well, you know,
Well.
so they brought back this. I didn't really know him that well, but apparently this
so
Stefan Rapp is huge in Germany. He was on the jury from like 1998 up to 2012, he either participated and represented Germany in Eurovision, wrote songs for German contestants, produced German songs. He was involved every single year with German Eurovision, so he's like very known in the scenes. He's like, yeah, exactly. And then he kind of retired, and Germany started doing very, very badly.
After he retired.
And he came back from his retirement and saying, I'm going to fix this. Germany is winning this year.
Wow.
That's a bit strong.
So
I love when people make that statement. Like
Germans are hoping for an excellent result, I guess.
What did he fix exactly? How did
he created the whole system where jury pre-selects.
This whole process and everything.
But he was the same guy that closed his ears when she was singing?
Yeah. It looks like he closed his ears, but actually he was trying to ensure they win at the end of the day.
That's what people feel. That's
okay.
With the ears, he was ensuring that they win. Just focusing on something, manipulating, pulling some stringies.
Mm-hmm. Maybe he was like trying to connect with the sound man, saying, "Can you fix the sound? Can you fix the vocals a bit?
Put the votes up. Put the votes. Stop the count.
He was connecting with the Illuminati, like
stop the other votes. Deplete
stop the vote count.
Deplete.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what Stefan Raab says. More realistically, if she sings better.
People keep saying in the comments that she sang better in the semi-final performance. Yeah. I didn't watch it.
I saw the cover. Specifically, people referred to the cover song in particular.
Oh, not the actual song.
Yeah. I think because in there she sang "Bang Bang." Da, 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 da.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and she did sort of a nice voice, and she did well there, and that's why people say that she can't sing because of that performance.
Did she then sing her own song?
She must have, but I don't know how well she performed on those.
Okay, so you didn't see it?
No.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
But probably not crazy. But the problem is that if maybe the song doesn't suit the voice or something,
exactly.
and that could be an issue. But yeah, I agree. But if she improves the singing part, I think it's a good mid-place position.
I think so.
Mid-table.
Yeah.
You guys remember Lena Satellite?
Yes.
Yeah, obviously.
That's a song.
One.
That song introduced me into puberty. No.
Place Germany on the map.
No.
Never heard of Germany.
No.
Finally.
I was gonna say it awoke my puberty. That was the first time I was looking at that Lena singing, and I wasn't sure why I'm attracted to her. And then later in life realized it was the hips.
Right.
But something
The
it was like I was just looking at it like, wow. I remember just being mesmerized.
I really did not expect the sexual fantasies to focus.
I mean, how
Anyway.
did we start the episode? We started
But
with
it's
Milkshake
very
Man,
sexually charged Eurovision, very sexually charged songs.
Welcome
We should take
to
it
the
down.
69th Eurovision.
Yes.
I'm coming.
So we're probably agreeing on the sort of strong mids if all goes well. I think with that we may wrap up. It's a very great, interesting selection that this week we covered. We would really appreciate a like and subscribe. Obviously, go and share as well if you feel so.
And a comment.
And a comment, yes.
Or don't.
No,
No,
please
you do.
Please,
Constructive
don't.
criticism also welcome.
please help us quit our day jobs.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much, and I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.